Hey guys, this is Lola Shae from the Lola Shae Show. Tune in every Monday at 7 o'clock right here on IAXISRADIO.com for hot topics, cool conversation, and me, your host. Gotta love it. See you there.
IAXIS Radio, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
IAXIS Radio, WIAX, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
Welcome to IAXIS Radio. We are the future of radio and podcast. Our reach is limitless. We embark on the now. Yesterday is gone and tomorrow is evermore.
Radio, the future of radio and podcasts. No limit to what.
Do not fear. IAXIS is here to protect the sounds of our city. Let the music play.
Welcome. I am your host, Lola Shae. This is the Lola Shae Show. We are right here, IAXISRADIO.com, where there is no limit to what we can do. You know, this week is already, this is, first of all, happy Martin Luther King Day that we celebrated. Martin Luther King's Day. Actually, his birthday was the 16th, but as you know, we try to celebrate it on the next closest Monday. I'm thinking it's like the second or the third Monday of the month, something like that. You know, it's the way they got it hooked up. But went down to Brooklyn Academy of Music today. They had celebrated their 40th annual Martin Luther King Day. That was really nice. A lot of speakers, performances. They had a dance troupe down there. It's usually very entertaining, very informative. The politicians make their rounds. They come and speak. One year I saw Angela Davis down there. So it was definitely enlightening, and I enjoyed myself. So I want to say, shout out them down there in the Rose Theater, Rose Cinema, however you saying it, the J Sharp building. BAM has been consistently doing grassroots, community-rooted events and projects for at the very least, the last 40 years. And that needs to be commended and appreciated. So I want to definitely give them a shout-out. I want to shout-out to all the folks tuned in, all the people gave me the well wishes last week. I want to shout out to Sugar Bang for his, I definitely enjoyed the performance this past Saturday. Yeah, definitely, for sure. We're working on getting him in here officially. We're having some playing tag right now, but at some point I want to get him in here. Shout out to, I don't know what we call it. We're tentatively calling it Belgrave Management. I don't know what he's calling it. He'll talk about it but I want to shout out to Von Belgrave, who, did wonderful things putting together the event this week. Does a lot of work with the show. Very good friend to the station. As you know, shout out to Music Buff Radio. But yeah, just so today we do have a guest. Her name is Zoe G. She'll be coming in around the halfway mark. And talk to her about her upcoming projects, her music, her inspirations, and the like. Shout out to you, Extremities Entertainment. One awesome shows here on the platform. You should definitely check out. Very intellectual guys over there. I like the topics, conversations, and the vibe for sure. So, one of many awesome shows right here on the platform. So, definitely want to shout them out. I don't know. This week, the big thing mainly is I would have to say Greenland is at the top of the list this week, and Trump and his shenanigans. A lot of people have their opinions about Greenland. Some people got a warmongering mentality, so they're like, yeah, we need it for whatever reasons. We need it for security, for diplomatic reasons, for just to expand the area of the United States space-wise. Any kind of happy Monday to you too, Jose Rivera. Appreciate you checking in. But the bottom line ultimately is that there are things in place that would make that a very, very bad thing if we was to go into Greenland. The number one thing is that Greenland is a member of NATO. And NATO participants have treaties in place that if you mess with one, the other ones will come in and get involved. So that would be Russia. Well, some of the BRICS countries are still in NATO. Britain, France, Germany, like all of these countries would be obligated. Greenland is free. It is. It's free for now. They're trying to work on it. They're trying to work on that right now as we speak, making it not free. They've been scheming on Greenland, saying that it's important for our security as far as the Arctic area is concerned. That particular area is a hot spot for trade routes going around, across, and through. So they'll definitely be affected. But yeah, we really don't want World War III. Even though it feels like that's precisely what they're trying to work towards at this point. You get the impression that that's what some of them want is to cause a global situation, not just between the individual companies, but companies. Well, that's basically what a lot of these countries are, especially the United States. But in between the countries, because they make an obscene amount of money off of wars. There's no other reason. That and we're about due for a purge, a culling of the population. They every 80 years or so, I think it is, they come up with a reason to cut down the population. I think they feel like after a certain point, it possibly gets too unmanageable, and they definitely want to be the ones to manage it and say who does what, when, where, and how. So the trickle down to all of that. We're constantly on the verge of war. We're having weather issues. We all know about the issues we face here in the United States. No health care, limited education prospects, there's a lot of repairs necessary before we get to I don't even can't say back to. I would just say get to back to first world status because the way the dollar is going, global politics, the animosity from different countries towards us. It's another thing that would be a side effect of us attacking Greenland. A lot of Greenland's ally countries would then remove us from, remove our bases from their countries. A lot of those same countries will call in the debts. You'd be very, very surprised to find out how many foreign debts own millions and billions of dollars in treasury bonds from this country. They was to suddenly call in that money and we can't afford to pay it. We already in debt. Okay, so there's so many, many reasons why harassing Greenland is not a good idea. And then Greenland is like it's what 55,000 people there in total. It's not it's big geographically, but it doesn't have a very large population. And the difference between what's going on in Greenland now and what's been going on with the United States and other countries, they've been doing this over and over again for many years. But this is like white people, they're doing it against white people now. And I think that's where ultimately the big uproar has come from because they're consistently doing this to people, going in their country, setting up shop, telling what they're going to do and what they're not going to do, threatening embargoes, sanctions and stuff. They never even asked for, they don't even bother us in those ways, but that's the language that works. You know, so they're going to continue doing what works until it doesn't work anymore. So, but I see it as another distraction, unfortunately. They're trying to take away from, you know, the files and the releasing of that information. And again, we can't step away from the fact that it is basically, or the Epstein situation is basically a honeypot organization where they use underage women, children, animals. It doesn't really matter. They find out what you like. They film you liking it in excess. And then they use such footage to blackmail you to get you to do what they do. That's when, well, what they want you to do, I should say. That's when the bribery doesn't work, the outright lobbying from the different organizations. We're not going to, even though we all know what organizations we're talking about, we're not going to call them out today because we always do. It might be why, but you know. Anyway, so I don't know. I don't feel as unsafe with I don't feel like Greenland is more than an authentic distraction from what the real problems are. As far as going forward, there are a lot of legal, military, and just common sense reasons why that's just not a good idea. You know, the orange guy definitely is thinking, you know, he's weaning down, can't really do another. They're not going to allow him to do another term. Thank God for that. And they're really scheming on, like, the petition to get him impeached is growing. The whole 25 movement is growing. And not only does he not seem to care, but he seems to be purposely trying to escalate the situation. I have my thoughts about that, but I'm just watching to see how things turn out, pretty much. I don't know. We're doing a condensed show because we have a guest, so I think we're going to take this time to do our first video break. And I want to give a shout out to my supporters, my contributors, my sponsors, Dr. Dre Victory Foundation, the East New York Oasis Community Garden, the who else we got? I don't want to forget nobody. Brooklyn Cannabis Company, and viewers like you. God, can't forget about y'all at all because y'all who make the show for me. Sponsors are good, donations is good, all that good stuff is good, but without you guys, there really is no show. So I will always want to be grateful and come from a place of appreciation every single week. I know you're probably tired of hearing it, but thank you once again for tuning in. You could be doing absolutely anything else, but you chose to be tuned in to hear me run my mouth, and I appreciate it. So with that, we'll be right back momentarily.
I like them guys. They sturdy. They some act right boys. They paid their dues.
New York, this how it's going down. AKA Bang Out. Yeah, ARB. This for the movie stars and heavy heater street controllers. Forfeit the nothing, let them hammers ring. Bang, bang, really don't be playing games. 4, 5, 6 up on my dice, I like to take the bank. Tripping ain't a part of my game, get out my lane. I was born to lead, y'all niggas lost the game. You wonder why she wanna roll around and chill with Bang. Pimpin' ain't easy, nigga bout is cheesy. Don't try to G me, nigga, y'all watching TV. Please, homie, yeah, you can't see me. What you know about shit, Meeks and Rockin' Zilly. Old fish scale cats calling me Big Wooly. Yeah, I paid my dues. Now don't you break the rules. Yeah, I pay my dues. I brush my shoulders off. I pay my dues. Now homie, pass the crown. Yeah, this is boom bap, real rap. Now hold that. This not trap. Y'all niggas got to know that. Been better, I'm about cheddar. Y'all know that. Long money, how y'all wrapped up like mummies. Diva misses running around here looking like bunnies. Pass the champagne around, she feel my drip now. Biggie Small said fuck all them hoes. So that's what I do, I'll dick them down real slow. Pass the crown, peep the dawn. Sitting calm, with the rollie on the arm. Neck full of charms. Say I'm lucky cause I got 1 gun, 2 gun, 3 gun, 4. And any clown one that we could bring it to his door. Nothing but the wall. I stand sturdy, and I shoot it like I'm James Worthy. Check the menu, you done made the hit list. I paid my dues, don't break these rules, we're going crazy. I paid my dues, don't break the rules. I paid my dues, brush my shoulders off. I paid my dues, homie pass the crown. I paid my dues, yeah.
Loving this life that is all around me. Weight on my shoulders and it's trying to drown me. Anchor on my ankle, yeah, who's holding weight? Homicide, Central, East New York, first 48. Groovy with the doogie, hustle hard, moving state to state. Crabs in the barrel trying to grab me, itch scrape the plate. Back against the wall, still a no, yeah, I keep the faith. The Don Polion told her, hush, baby, eat the cake. Feed the snake, applying pressure till the levee break. Freedom and hate, grease on Jake, food on the plate. Gather around, I paid my dues so we all can feast. 2 things money can't buy, it's time to end the peace. My stomach full, I'm still hungry, homie, play it safe. July 26, a king was born, nigga saved the day. Never enough money, no witness, no hush money. Pull up and pop out like, nigga, don't run from me.
Ooh, I paid my dues, don't break these rules. I paid my dues, yeah. Now homie, pass the crown. I paid my dues, I paid my dues, yeah, yeah. Now pass the crown. Brush my shoulders off. I paid my dues. Long live the king.
Sometimes life can keep you grounded, keep you asking why. Feelings of giving up have crossed your mind. I soak it all up, God knows how I've tried. I've tried. Sometimes life can keep you grounded, keep you asking why. Feelings of giving up have crossed your mind. I soak it all up, God knows how I've tried. I've tried, I've tried, I've tried. I've tried, I've tried. I've tried, I've tried. I've tried, I've tried, I've tried.
Soak it in, I got checked in. How many times I think a million? These niggas lighting up serious. Raining on summer, pops Aquarius. They told me stop, the shit's hilarious. No time to laugh, I get the bag in any area. They kinda various. No lie, maybe cause I'm so fly. I belong on planetarium. High, soaking the vibe on my movie shit. I no longer try, I'm only doing it. Shine like the sun, pray for a solar eclipse. But I bet that won't even ruin it.
Life can keep you grounded, keep you asking why. Feelings of giving up have crossed your mind. I soak it all up, God knows how I've tried. I've tried. Sometimes life can keep you grounded, keep you asking why. Feelings of giving up have crossed your mind. I soak it all up, God knows how I've tried. I've tried, I've tried, I've tried. I've tried, I've tried. I've tried, I've tried. I've tried, I've tried,
Soaking the vibes, my most soaking in tears. Like these dark clouds following everywhere. Traumatized over things that I don't share. Times that I tried and you didn't even care. Now I swear you left me in the storm. You was inside cozy and warm. What got in me, never winning. Thought that ended, the story go on. Soaking that pain, I don't cry, just walking in rain. I'm outside of the climate change. When the sun come out, soak it the same. But that's what I'm saying.
keep reaching, sky's no limit. I know that you've been through it. Soon there will be a brighter day. Everyone's rooting for you. Tell me what you got to lose. Where there's a will, there is a way. I feel it in my soul, a feeling that I can't let go. It's your life, you got control. Don't you ever let it go. No matter wherever you are, keep reaching for the stars. Keep your dreams close to your heart.
From the south side.
Frank White, the desperado, the all-black El Dorado. The thoughts of a gangster. Frank White, the desperado, the all-black El Dorado. The thoughts of a gangster. Frank White, the desperado, the all-black El Dorado. The thoughts of a gangster. Frank White, the desperado, the all-black El Dorado. The thoughts, the thoughts. My story is one of courage, facing fear, introducing ideas, concepts a lot of cats don't want to hear. I say this verse for the faithful few, and so you understand me clear. I never made a bragging record in my life, but I feel compelled to share the fact that I feel I rap better than y'all. That's neither here nor there. Just know that I'm telling the truth every time that I'm in the booth, providing a burden of proof. Every every time I testify how gangster is that. Tap, tap like Gregory Hines on the track. Double tap, blowing your mind like a cat with a strap. All over the place like cumulus clouds out of nowhere. Focused on you between your eyes as you stare at a creation of God, but you don't care, really. I look at the scenario in reverse, like I'm parking a whip, but don't trip that I have a different opinion that won't fit or match your definition. Fear is not my position, like I said at the top, but he's besties with sucker MCs who want to believe the opposite. But how gangster is staying true, how gangster is believing in you, how gangster is catching the flu. Lyrically sick for so many years, you forget certain eras where pretenders became kings, puppets who had strings that think that they're Death Stars. But what's a Death Star to an X-Wing? Death Star meaning the soul of an artist suppressed for the sake of success. X-Wing torpedo is a lyrical dart. X-Wing is the underground and the torpedo's the art. Frank White, the desperado, the all-black El Dorado. The thoughts of a gangster. Frank White, the desperado, the all-black El Dorado. The thoughts of a gangster. Frank White, the desperado, the all-black El Dorado. The thoughts of a gangster. Frank White, the desperado, the all-black El Dorado. The thoughts. My motives have been clear from the start. Would often lose my way whenever things got dark. I became comfortable in the shadow. A closed fist receives no blessing. A closed fist can either punch or paddle. But this boat remains deep in Manure Creek. I chose to speak. Prayer was deep. I levitated out of the boat. Moved to south side to challenge some of the goats, so I could be one of the goats, if not the goat. But it so happened to be authenticity is not a prerequisite for a meal. Being real will not guarantee you a deal. So how gangster is sticking with it? How gangster is staying committed? How gangster is knowing your team since 14 and never omitted ugly parts of the story in any verse I ever submitted? How gangster is family first? And how much is your loyalty worth? I'm speaking on the culture here, barking on the vultures here, while staying 10 toes to the earth. So in the spirit of Frank White, I'ma play the back, weapon in hand, way in the back of this New York taxi, right in the back seat, M-O-E-T, peace.
And the chaos continues this week. I mean, the news is all over the place. Well, one, you got Trump losing his goddamn mind, but you know that's become par for the usual at this point. Like not nobody, but most people are really not surprised by anything that he does. We're just annoyed that he seems to be trying to condense as much chaos into the shortest period of time. I mean, he just got back in there. He just got in. It's been 1 year and some change. Like, matter of fact, it hasn't even been exactly a year yet because he got in there on the 20th, right? That's tomorrow. Tomorrow. It ain't even a year yet. It's tomorrow, okay? So we got 3 more years of this shit, all right? God forbid something happens to him and then I don't even want to think about the possibilities. I swear, let him remain healthy. They want to speculate on cognitive decline and possible health conditions and blemishes on his skin. They hyperanalyzing, but really, 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 we need him to stay in there the whole 3 years. I do not want that cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs Vance in there at all. If you think that Trump is bad, you ain't seen nothing yet. That Vance is a piece of work and a half, is all I'm saying. So yeah, they raised the damn train fare again. We was just in here discussing the insanity. I mean, 10 cents don't seem like a lot. But if you realize that the massive amount of train fare evasions come from people who can't afford the $2.90, let alone they went up to $3.25 for a single ride. I mean, yeah, there's incentives, and the more you ride, the cheaper it becomes, which is a true statement. They say if you ride 12 rides in a week, so that's like work Monday through Friday, and then maybe you went somewhere else 1 or 2 of those days, but then the rest of your rides is supposedly free. But the catch with that is most people work Monday to Friday. That's 10 rides right there, right? They don't really get to the other 2. They stay home on the weekend, most people, you know. So they you really have to be moving around consistently all through the week in order to get them free rides in, and they pretty much know that. But it seems like a good incentive. It looks good on paper. They can say that they are offering some sort of help, whether they are or not. Again, it's up for debate. Your girl Nicki Minaj has I don't know what to say. First of all, she started hemorrhaging guests, followers on her page, and then she deactivated it completely. And they saying it is because, it's all connected. Her going over there and stumping for Trump and hanging out with Erica Kirk, who Erica Kirk somehow became public enemy number 3 because they just really, really don't like that lady. I definitely think it was a little too soon after her husband passed for her to be doing the things that she was doing. Like, give it some time, ma'am. But who am I to speak on such things? Some people, everybody grieves differently, as they keep trying to convince me. And, maybe burying herself in her work is the way that she copes. I just think it's interesting. Her and Vance's weird relationship, first of all, seems a little too intimate for a recently married woman. And I think that's just attempting to see what they can get out of old boy, basically. How much they can milk his name and reputation for. Anybody who did any serious following of him, though, is definitely mindful of the rhetoric that he was known to push, and he wasn't really fond of the darker persuasion. He wasn't really fond of much people at all, except for people that looked like him, really. And they tried to use him as like a polarizing figure, which didn't work because, again, when you look into the background and the character, most martyrs, if they themselves aren't upright people, their causes tend to be causes that everybody can pretty much agree on. And he was way too divisive in that way. Even if you did agree with some things, there were so many other things to not agree on. Now, of course, nobody wants to get shot. Nobody wants to be unalive and taken from their family. But I feel like when you put out violence is what inevitably comes back to you. So that's just my personal opinion on that. You ever had like notes and stuff, and then I don't know, I haven't done my notes. So, and we winging it today. So once again, I want to say thank you to you guys for tuning in all of the time. I want to take this time to thank my chat. See you guys there, even though I can't see what the hell it says. Very proud of you. Aww. My mom and dads are watching. I love them. Thank you, Mom. Anyway, like, hi, Mom. Had to do that. All right. Child, I want to go to another video. Can we do another video real quick and come back? I think my guest should be, I don't know, working to figure out what's going on with that. And we'll be right back.
She don't care about nobody but herself. Have you ever seen the devil in Chanel? And she's so conceited, I don't need it. Clubbing season every weekend. I know she's got a man at home. She don't call it cheating, buy drinking. She comes easy, bullshit freaky. Oh yeah, she comes. Oh yeah, she comes. She gon' take your heart and use it like a drug. Oh yeah, she comes. She the type of girl that's taking what she wants. Ooh, that girl so dangerous. Know that body hot, but can you handle it? You can take a shot, but you be gambling. She might fall in love, but she can't commit. She the type of girl that you can't forget. Saying she had thoughts, but she cancerous. Everything she do is so damaging. Stay away if you don't know her. And she's so conceited, I don't need it. Clubbing season every weekend. Girl, I know she's got a man at home. She don't call it cheating, buy drinking. She comes easy, bullshit freaky. Oh yeah, she comes. Oh yeah, she comes. She gon' take your heart and use it like a drug. Oh yeah, she comes. She the type of girl that's taking what she wants. She the type of girl that gon' get that money. All she wanna do is get a bitch like Bonnie. Breaking all the hearts is what she do for a hobby. She get wetter than the bottle girls at the parties. Everywhere she goes, she that trending topics. Billions and hundreds out of body. Oh yeah, she comes. Oh yeah, she comes. She gon' take your heart and use it like a drug. Oh yeah, she comes. She the type of girl that's taking what she wants. Oh yeah, she comes. She gon' take your heart and use it like a drug. Oh yeah, she comes. She the type of girl that's taking what she wants.
Yeah, keep being a rap nigga. I want my brother back in this bitch with me. Trapping hard for it. Yeah. Trapping. Yeah. Trapping. Yeah. Trapping hard. 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 Yeah.
Did summer, I just canceled summer. I got shit to do. Priority. Come first before you play. Please don't be a fool. Hot-headed niggas on alert. Please don't lose your cool. God gave you brains for a reason. Exercise your tool. Anyway, my plans for the day. Run up Apple Pay. Get a couple bags and get them all. Then get out the way. Even chef it up around this bitch. You gon' get a plate. You can hit my line 1,000 times. I'm gon' get you straight. My daughter's about to graduate from school. Gotta get this shit. I'm the only man she banking on, so I stay on this. Real in the field, niggas fighting this inflation. It's 2 on which I got pilots, I'm pushing in rotation. I hustle hard every day, I gotta earn every week. Money circulating, gotta make this cash while I'm sleep. Team gotta eat, I'm just preparing the table. No more being broke, I gotta be financially stable. I'm trapping hard for the summer. I'm trapping hard for the summer. I'm trapping hard for the summer. Hard for the summer. Trapping hard for the summer. Yeah. Woo.
365, I need motion, promotion, the plug told me double up. Ooh. Bitch, I'm the coach, I'm the quarterback, play your position, now huddle up. Ooh. I used to hustle for fun on the side till my trap it went out of there. Now all my hoes, they be bitches, she really just pissed, I don't fuck with her. 24 hours a day, every minute, I get it tonight in the morning, I flip it. I told these niggas I'm quitting to get a reaction, like really the nerve of this nigga. Trapped in the spring through the summer, the winter, just me get my digit, me get my digit. Been having zips in the city, your mama shop with me, your daddy be spending.
I hustle hard every day, I gotta earn every week. Money circulating, gotta make this cash while I sleep. cause the team gotta eat. I'm just preparing the table. No more being broke, I gotta be financially stable. I'm trapping hard for the summer. Oh, yo, mama.
And yes, we are here with my guest today, the beautiful and talented Zoe G. Shout out to Zoe. How are you, my love?
I'm so good. How are you?
Oh,
Thank you so
I'm
much
just
for
happy.
having
I am
me.
happy that you made it,
Yes.
child.
Not
Because
too much on me.
Oh no. Just happy that you made it. Because like I said, the transportation is a trip. This time of the day specifically. Even if you're on the train or the traffic, either way, traffic is crazy. So it's a trip, and I appreciate you making it.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so grateful to be here.
No problem,
Such a beautiful space, beautiful energy.
Thank you very
Ready,
much.
honey?
Thank you very much. We try. We're working it out over here. So what I'm trying to find. So definitely, first of all, wanna let the audience know who you are. Tell them a little bit about yourself. I have the music, so we'll be playing that a little later on. But first, I definitely want to, let you take this time, talk to the people.
Okay.
Tell them, whatever it is we talk to.
Okay, awesome. Hi, everybody. My name is Zoe G. I'm a recording artist. I've been doing this for about 8 years. And I just love to create. I love to create all around. I do music, modeling, acting now. And honestly, everything that I do is such a blessing. The music that I make is no genre. I like to cater to everybody and connect with multiple different audiences to spread the message of faith and love. I've come a long way. I did not start off knowing what I was doing at all, but here I am. I'm going strong, and I'm just excited for whatever God brings into my life at any time, and I'm just putting my heart into everything. You can find everything to do with me online or on social media, Instagram, TikTok, DOEHG, everywhere. But I'm just excited to be here and chat it up.
Okay, now, so you said you were multi-genre, right? So everybody understands the different genres. You have R&B, you have reggae, you have country, you have... Which genre would you say that you like the most, that you feel the most comfortable performing?
For me, I honestly, that's the thing. Like, I love music so much, I couldn't really put it in one category. But since pop touches so many different categories, I'd say that because I love to make a nice little.
And then you get to see everybody and appeal to the different
and it's
different
fun.
audiences.
It's like
possible
makes you
international traffic, get you traveling. Yes, I can see you up here on the billboards. Beautiful voice, beautiful presentation.
Thank you so
I
much.
want to say that.
Thank you.
All right, so you said you've been doing this about 8 years. What would you say is the hardest part about what you do?
So the hardest part about what I do is the separation between creating and business. So for me, I've been doing it long. I can do it well, but it is the hardest part because, as an artist, sometimes it crosses the boundary of like, okay, this is something that, of course, I created, but I have to stay excited about it while I'm making sure that a record gets traction or that it's reaching a certain audience or that I'm presenting myself in a way that reflects the message that I'm supposed to be, that is my purpose of reflecting. So everything just goes hand in hand. Sometimes it's a lot of work, but it's exciting work. But yeah, that's the hardest part.
So would you say that during your creative process, I'm trying to get to, would you say you create more towards to entertain, to inform, to comfort? Like, what would you say? Where would you say your music is coming from?
So originally, it was just to make something good, to make good music, good lyrics, something that had some substance in it. But now, since I've gotten on this journey with Christ, I just want everything that I do to be a representation of Him. So for my music now, it's really just about spreading faith, being uplifting, being positive. Like I used to be that girl, like, oh, I'm the baddest, stuff like that. And my bars were good. It was good music, but the message sometimes can be misconstrued into not only focusing on how happy I am about myself and my self-love, but not giving people a chance to understand that I'm here to, glorify God and to lift other people up as well. So
Absolutely.
right now, yeah, that's what I've been focusing on. Specifically this year, I want to like be able to showcase so many different genres of like worship.
Excellent. I love. Okay, so I love that you want to make him a priority, right? And I like that you put him in as part of your audience, as the main, like, as who you directing yourself to.
Absolutely.
Everything else comes with that, as long as you're putting out good product and you keeping yourself away from the craziness.
Yeah.
That can taint or distract or whatever. I think you'll do well. I do have a current topic that I would like to talk. We could talk if that's possible. We could talk about.
absolutely.
So since you did bring up you're following Christ, I was checking out the internet recently and I saw who Drewski is, right?
Oh yes.
So he did the skit.
Okay, I
He
know where
did the
this is going.
skit about the mega churches and the pastors and their antics, and you got a lot of people in an uproar and upset. They feel like that he was being blasphemous and disrespectful. I personally feel like they aren't taking into consideration that each one of the versions of his skits was an actual pastor, right, of an actual church, like it actually happened. And he was basically putting a spotlight on the condition of a lot of these churches today. And I feel like that specifically is part of the reason why a lot of people are falling away from the church. Not necessarily falling away from their relationship with God. That's a separate situation or topic, but just the church membership specifically. They don't feel any connection to the church, to the people in the church. They're hyper aware of the insanity that goes on consistently in there. And I feel like Drewski specifically put a spotlight on it. A lot of people are upset with him, and I feel like they should really be upset with either themselves for putting up with it or the churches for actually doing it. Now, I want to know, now I don't want to get into whether you follow church or you go to church or what church you go to, because that's your personal business. But what I'm trying to ask is, do you feel the need, like as you said, do you specifically as an artist want to put him first? But I feel like that's needed with all of the artists. Should maybe spend a little time in the pews every now and again and have an amount of appreciation and graciousness. That's just me. Everybody is not gonna be how I want them to be, but I want to commend you for that, especially with the atmosphere of the industry currently. It's basically the opposite of anything to do with decency or righteousness. You can argue, and I just think that it's awesome that you're putting that first and you're keeping that as a compass going forward. And I think you'll go far with that. So when you write your own music?
Yes, I write almost honestly until this year. I just recorded a song that wasn't written by me. But other than that, I write my music. My music is all written by me. I feel like that's what I take pride in. I love that's how I connect, and being able to create something that comes from within me that can touch others, and that it's a genuine experience, and that just means something to me. Because when you write a record yourself, I feel like you connect to it so much further. But yes, I do write my own music. And as far as what you were saying about the industry and everything that's going on, I fully agree. And I feel like, honestly, for a lot of people that have a lot to say about any of those things, or for people that are not able to connect with the churches, there's always the possibility of creating your own. If you are, if you're following God, if you're following the Bible does say you are to be a part of a church and you are supposed to be serving.
But it also says that 2 or more people together in my name.
Yes, that's praying, and that means that the prayer is more effective. But as far as the church, elders should be involved. There should be different ministries. You should be trying to reach people and grow believers and be evangelists. So that's very important as well. And that's always an option. If you don't agree with what's going on in the world, create your own.
That's true. I like that. That's definitely And don't go saying that she said, oh, I'm just carrying my own church, get my 401c3, I ain't got to pay no taxes. That's not what we talking about
That's
here.
a benefit
that is,
for some of the churches, but you shouldn't be doing it for that.
I have actually just think that the 401c3 specifically is counterproductive for a church. It actually says in the fine print when you file and you get your paperwork that the head of your church is pretty much no longer God, it's the state. You're beholden to the state and what they say and how they feel about things, what you can and cannot do, what you can and cannot say. And most importantly, you're not allowed to be an action or organization. You're not able to physically make any kind of change or institute any kind of policies that would create change. You're basically just a mouthpiece, just
you're another organization.
Just functioning, basically. No heart, no spirit,
100%.
no real connection because your thought is on the finances, which is completely against everything. Like Christ himself took a vow of poverty, and he had all the people that followed him take vows of poverty. So it wasn't about. Then you have the whole turning over the tables in the churches because they had turned the church into a place of business. Back around to the original topic with Drewski. I think that is what he was attempting in a humorous way, of course, to highlight. And a lot of people took it either too seriously or not seriously enough, I think. So I just like I like anything that gives opportunity for a dialogue and people to have a conversation, because that's, I feel like, where the change is possible to come from. Once we start talking about it, we start realizing how we might have been maybe wrong in our thinking or how we could adjust ourselves, right, and adapt and develop and grow. So definitely liking that. And, just wanted to talk to you, see how you felt about it. So real quick before, because time gets away real fast on this show. So I want to definitely go into the music. I know we don't have a video, but we have some music, so we can pull that up and play that real quick. I would appreciate that. And then I know we got like a couple of songs, do we not? So we'll do one, then we'll chat, and then we'll do the other one. Okay?
Sounds great.
All right. So whenever Al is ready, he can let me know, or whenever. Well, we're working out. Once again, this is IAXIS Radio. My guest, Zoe G. Check out the what's the name of this?
Ocean.
Ocean, yes. As you can hear the ocean. I like that.
'Cause your love feels like the ocean, drowning, but you help me keep my head up, I'm floating. And I just love your devotion. Keep on crashing into me, the patterns unspoken. And I can feel when I'm growing. Cold as ice, but all I notice are crystal snowing. I'm making angels and I'm causing commotion. Need you right here next to me, and my heart is broken. I love this song because I made it from the sea. Funny how the water sounds like how you feel to me. And not a thing makes sense except for you and me. Searching for so long, I was so blind, but now I see. You take me high like we're floating. Just can't get enough of you, ain't no overdosing. I wanna frame this moment, it'll last like it's frozen. I love just how you are to me, make sure I'm still growing. 'Cause your love feels like the ocean, drowning, but you help me keep my head up, I'm floating. And I just love your devotion. Keep on crashing into me, the patterns unspoken.
I love happy music. Like, and the summer's very summery. I'm on the beach. Yeah. I don't have to necessarily be on the beach, but I'm in the beach on my mind. You know what I mean? So yes, love it, love it, love it, love it,
Thank
love
you,
it. Now,
thank
what I
you.
want to, okay, so real quick, so okay, when you're in the creative process, I'm fascinated by creative people. I love creative people who can create things out of nothing. Okay, so how would you say, how do you get your inspiration to make a song? Would you say from stuff that you see, from conversations you hear, maybe a movie, a television show, experiences in your own life? Like, how would you say you get the inspiration to make
So
your
for
music?
me, it's always something different. That song that you just heard, I was actually sitting on the beach in Puerto Rico, and I heard the ocean, and I was like, "Oh, this is so nice. I should write a song."
In Puerto Rico,
Yeah,
yes,
it was like
it's
one of my
beautiful down there.
last days. It was such an amazing. I had such a great trip, and It's really about love, and God's love,
Mm-hmm.
and about how
Agape. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was such a moment for me. So being able to hear that and like, okay, pick up a nice little. That's how I make my stuff. Like I'll pick up a melody on my own and I'll just start creating, or I'll have like a beat if somebody gives me a beat and I'll be like, oh, this sounds good with this. But most of the times I'm just writing to air, beat that I hear in my head, and I just feel inspired. Or sometimes if I feel like if I test myself sometimes too, like if they name the beat already, I'll make it about the name of the beat, even if it makes like no sense to the beat or
Well,
something.
challenging yourself, absolutely.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. I go off of energy. I go off of what I'm feeling. I go off of my own experiences. I go off of what I want to construe, what I want everybody to understand from me, or like how I want people to be affected by them. So, like I said, lately I've been doing all just positive stuff. Like, even if it's something where it's like, oh, I'm being all feministy, and I'm like, boundaries.
It's still uplifting.
Exactly. Christian boundaries are a real thing.
Very important.
Okay.
They're very, very important because trust me, the road is narrow.
Yes,
it's narrow.
it is. Yes,
Everybody
it
else
is.
is all over the place, but you gotta kind of
absolutely
make it an issue to stay on that. And it's sometimes it's not fun, but it's
Yes.
definitely the end result that
It's
we're
worth
all
it.
looking at. Yeah, we're not.
He tells us we're choosing a hard road, not an easy life,
Yes,
but
that's
the
right.
promise is
Yeah.
everlasting. So.
Absolutely. Yes, because listen, I remember in high school, I had to go and I was actually I was near the cemetery that I had to do this assignment in this weekend, interestingly enough. And what I remember was we had to do like the rubbings of the headstones. And there are people in there that have been there for 200-300 years. No exaggeration. Since pre-United States. Pre-1776, they've been dead all that time. I'm only pushing however old I am.
That's good.
And
I'm taking
these
that.
people have been, they were alive for some period of time, but they've been dead 4 or 5 times longer than I've been alive. You understand what I mean? So when we say that our blessings, our benefits, our everything comes after this life is over, when you realize that you're going to be dead way longer than you've ever been alive, it becomes very important when you think about it like that. It's like everybody's thinking about FOMO, fear of missing out, you only live once, which that's up for debate too.
Yeah,
but but the idea, like I said, that there's a conversation that will be had with you at some point. You will be judged. Even on the things that you don't think nobody was paying any attention. Nobody saw you.
Especially those things. Right?
Nobody was looking, but somebody still saw you. So yeah, I firmly believe those things, and it definitely helps keep my moral compass in the what I consider to be the right direction. My last question for you would be, what would success look like for you?
For me, I kind of spilled a little tea earlier. I want to create a church. Everything that I'm doing, I want to create community of like-minded individuals, and so that I can not only have that as a home, because this society is not anything but that. So I want to create that, and not only just to have that for the people that already have that mindset, but to reach people and grow believers. Success for me in my music career would be me, going on tour and bringing church to people. Having altar calls at my concerts, like that kind of stuff. So I'm just focused right now on so that I'm able to do more for him.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. You know, try really hard not to be preachy, but every now and again, I get a moment. So I just want to say that anytime that you can use yourself and your life as an example, as a testimony, as a focal point for other people, whether it's to show them what not to do. Sometimes it's just to show them like nobody is perfect. And sometimes that's good because sometimes I can learn from your mistakes. So it's not always about you doing everything the correct way or not making any mistakes. Sometimes people can learn to not do the thing that you did, you know? So I think that just keeping him first and foremost is extremely important, especially the more successful you get. The more temptation comes your way, the more obstacles get put in your way, the more stumbling blocks, etc. So it was very, 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 very uplifting, enlightening, and wonderful to talk to you this evening.
Likewise.
Out soon as you get a music video, please send it to me because that's what we do here. We definitely like our music videos. And I would love to put support anything that you got going on. Let me know about any upcoming projects. Speaking of what, let the people know where they can reach you at on Instagram and Facebook, etc. And it's already 8:00. See how fast that was?
I know.
How?
Blue.
So yeah, we're gonna let you do that, and then we're cutting right out to the goodbye video, and I'll see you guys next week. So.
All right. Well, again, I'm Zoe G. So blessed to be here. Thank you so much for having me. This has been amazing, enlightening, as you said, and just such a good night. Zoe G everywhere, ZOEHG, Instagram, TikTok, online. My music is on all platforms. I do have some videos out there, which I'm going to forward to you. But yes, thank you so much for everybody who is tuned in. Thank you for having me and inviting me to this audience, and God bless everybody.
Thank you. Vaughn, you think we could play her song going out instead of the second song we got for her? I would love to do that. Make sure we get both of them in there. All right, no, thank you, and thanks to your management, thanks to the family, thank you to everybody for taking the time out. Thank you guys for taking the time out, checking us out every week. Once again, this is the Lola Shae Show. I'm your host, Lola Shae. We're right here on IAXISRADIO.com, where there's no limit to what we do. And with that, we are chilling until the end of until the song is finished.
My music can also be heard on the Chicago Airlines. Airlines, not
nice.
Not like the lights for like the radio airwaves. On 103.5 KTU.
They have a KTU out there too. I listen to KTU. I like KTU.
Yeah,
I listen to all the. I like. That's what I said. I like a collective. I have an eclectic taste in music, so I like all of the stuff.
Yeah.
If it sounds good, I like it.
Yeah, and shout out to DJ Neurotic on that. And DJ.
Yes, shout out to all of the DJs and shout out to everybody. Again for tuning in. Al, you ready? Okay, I'm taking it to the second one. The name of the song?
Yes. Free your mind. Shed your skin, shake your past, leave behind. Time to walk away. It's a brand new day, and it's here to stay. Keeping faith. Do da move stop. Time to get away. It's a brand new day. I wanna dance, I wanna move. Out of my way, the new me coming through. Already won, too much to lose. Rather be smiling than saying the truth. Time to walk away. It's a brand new day, and it's here to stay. Keeping faith. It's a brand new day.
Yeah, better day, yes! It's always a better day, always a better day. And love you guys. Thank you once again for tuning in, and we will see you all next week. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Tune in next week for the Lola Shae Show.